Hello everybody, welcome to my video. It is Monday and we are going to do some creating. I have some supplies here. I'm just getting my iPad set up here for comments and I needed a little lotion on my hands. Am I live? Okay, I think I am. Hey Julie, good morning. Hey Daisy, Diana, hi. Good morning you guys. Hi Susan. Thank you guys for joining me today. We're gonna do a little bit of creating. I have some supplies here that I want to use. And I do have a regular blog post going up on my website. So you guys will see that card today as well. From North Carolina, hello. Okay, let's dive in. I have a little bit of iced tea here this morning, but we're gonna move that away so I don't spill it all over the place. I was on a live once with my membership group, my memory keeping documenting group, and we were right in the middle of creating and I had layouts everywhere and I spilled an entire cup of hot tea all over my desk. Hey Chris. Julie, it is a third party. If you just Google vintage large clock screensaver, it will take you, it's a weird name. It starts with an F, but it's really weird. And if you Google that, it should, that's what I did. I actually saw it on an Instagram post. Like I saw somebody's computer and it had the really big, on Friday I did a walkthrough of my office and I showed some projects that I was doing. And what Julie is talking about is on my computer, I have a screensaver that is the entire screen because it's a screensaver, so it comes on when it's, saving the screen. And it is a vintage clock. So, remember the it's like the alarm clock, the ones that used to sit by our bedsides. And it would flip the time. That's what she's talking about. And it's a screensaver. Yeah, Lynn said she has it too. So I just saw it on an Instagram post and that's what I Googled, like big clock screensaver. And then it took me to all the things. Hey Missy. So a couple things I just want to update you guys on really quick and then we're going to make a card. We are 2 weeks out from the paper party, the fall paper party. So if you have not signed up already, please sign up. I will drop a link here. I sent out an email this morning to both my email people, and then I also sent a private email to the master paper party people. So if you've been a part of a paper party before and you're on that master list for me to be able to contact you, there's a chance that you might have received 2 emails from me this morning because I send them 2 different ways. So we are 2 weeks out from that. And that also means that we are 2 weeks out from the holiday catalog going live and you guys being able to order from it. Today I sent out all of my Blessed to Craft packages and I had to open them all up and repackage them because, I forgot to put a catalog in them. So I had intentions of shipping them out on Friday, and I didn't, and I'm so glad I didn't because as I was looking at the packages this morning and getting ready for them to go to the post office, I realized catalogs were in them. So I opened them all back up, repackaged them all, got catalogs in them, and they're going out. So please make sure that you sign up for the paper party before the deadline. I know it's really quick. It's a really quick turnaround this year with the catalogs, but it's okay. We're going to survive it. We're going to get through it. And I don't want you guys to miss out. There are several options. So there is an option where you can just get the strict paper share. So you're not getting any of the extra fluff. It's a little bit less expensive. And if that's the route you want to go, we've added that option in again, and then we've added several options for product. So that is the biggest thing right now. And then if you place an order with me this month of $65 or more, you will get a set of 2 mini embossing folders. They're the embossing folders that will fit in the new mini embossing machine that's coming. And I'm excited about that. I got a set of mini embossing folders. Let me show you. These are the size of them. So what's really cool is together they make about the size of a regular embossing folder, but then there's these 2 different designs, and you can do a ton with these. You can do like normal size stuff with these kinds of embossing folders. So these are the 2 that I got from the holiday / fall catalog, the mini catalog. And there is a set in the annual catalog. And when you place an order with me this month and use the host code, you will get those embossing folders for free from the annual catalog. So those are the updates for today. There's not many of them. I'll pop all the details in the description above with all the links for all of the things, right? And I totally lost my train of thought. So you can see the links and stuff. And if you're watching on YouTube, tomorrow this video will go up on YouTube on Tuesday. And if you're seeing it, all the links will be in the YouTube description. So on a kind of a personal note or a side note, I guess it is related to business, but it's not related to my Stampin' Up! Business. If you follow me on Instagram, starting tomorrow, I am excited to be a part of the creative team for Becky Higgins, who is one of my favorite documenting people ever. You guys, if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I love her. I use a lot of her products, and over the years, I have gotten to know her, and we've had conversations, and I always say that one day I will have lunch with her and chat about life. But I'm excited that I am getting to be a part of the creative team for her new project, My Modern Story. And my pages that I created for that will start showing up this week. And I'm very excited about that. If you are a part of my membership memory keeping group, then you will see all of the pages that I did. Tomorrow I'm able to share them. So I'm going to share them there. But that's really just happening on Instagram or in my membership group. I do not do any kind of Stampin' Up! Related stuff on Instagram. I quit doing that a while ago. There's just too many places to keep up on, right? So if you're here on my Facebook page, then a lot of times my Instagram feed, when I post something on Instagram, it pushes to Facebook here where you guys will see it. So there's a lot of memory stuff, memory keeping stuff, documenting kind of stuff that you will see kind of randomly, and it's coming from my Instagram. But I'm just very excited about that. That's happening. And it's this other piece of my business that I've never really figured out how to make fit completely. And I think the pieces are really starting to come together. So if you're seeing those kinds of memory keeping things and you're like, what is this all about? That's what it's about. I'm excited that it is the first, design team that I have ever gotten to be a part of. And I've submitted lots of projects for different design teams and creative teams and stuff. So my Instagram name is just Katina Martinez. So if you just look on Instagram and look for Katina Martinez, you will see me, and it's clear, like my photo is my photo, and then you'll see a lot of documenting pages. But I don't always talk about Instagram because I literally do not share any kind of card making stuff. I don't share any Stampin' Up stuff. And in fact, about 6 months ago when I made this decision, I unfollowed over 800 accounts on Instagram that were all card making and Stampin' Up related. Not because I don't love Stampin' Up, you guys know I do, but I just wanted Instagram to strictly be for my memory keeping and my memory keeping efforts. And that is my true heart, memory keeping. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Daisy. She said, I loved the one you posted with the sunset. And that sunset was from last night. I took that photo and then did a page. I'm so glad you liked it. So let's dive in and make a card. I want to show you guys, I am loving the Just Jade, the new in color from Stampin' Up. I'm using it a ton, and I knew I would. When I saw it, I knew that I totally would use this color. It's very, very close to the color, actually, that's on my wall almost. And it's close to like the Bermuda Bay type feel that I really love. If it was slightly bluer, it would be perfect. But I love this color. And it goes great with Bumblebee, which is another one of the new colors. So that's what we're using. I am using Rhonda Wade's $1 Million Set, Ridiculously Awesome. And I love large sentiments. It is one of my favorite types of stamps. And in fact, I just spent over the weekend doing some one little word in my one little word album. It's a documenting project. And I used a ton of really large sentiments. And I was thinking, I don't have enough large sentiments. I can always use more of those. So that's what we're using. We're going to do Let Your Faith Be Bigger Than Your Fear. And then we are using this. Look how easy that was. I just pulled my entire cart over with all of my die cutting stuff. So we're using this image here. Now this comes from these dies right here. And these dies, they are a bundle, and I do not have the stamp set because I don't like the stamp set itself. I like the dies, but I don't like the stamp set. And let me grab a catalog and show you guys the stamp set because you might like it. Okay, let's find this one on here because the die is kind of weird if you don't realize it goes with a set. So let me find it. This one I think is called Hippo Happiness, Happiness Hippo, something Hippo. Let me look. So it's a bundle, and if you want to save that 10%, it's always good to get the stamp set. That number's probably my mom calling, not realizing I'm live. Okay, page 49. So it's always nice if you can save 10%. Okay, so here is the, somebody told me, page 49. Thanks, guys. I was looking through there. I didn't see the comments. So this is the stamp set here. And it's not my cup of tea. I don't really care for it. So I was like, no big deal, right? Like I just was like, not my stamp set. But then I saw the dies and I kept seeing this image particularly. And I was like, where are people getting this image from? And so I did a little digging and I was like, oh, it's part of this set. So always take a look at, even if it's a stamp set you don't like, or maybe it's a set of dies that you don't like, look at the pieces because you can get them separate. And I think sometimes we forget that. And so to get the stamp set and the die together, it's $48.50. To just get the dies, I'm going to have to get my door closed because all my family is home. I was going to yell at one of them, but they're not quite in here yet. Hey, Kayla?
Yeah?
Can you come over and shut my office door because I'm on a live?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. The dies are just $36, and here's what the dies look like. It is such a great bundle. It's huge. As you can see, there are tons of dies. Now, I don't exactly know. I'm trying to look. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is fantastic with this die. These pieces right here, you can use them to cut slits right in the dies, and then the ribbon will go in it, and then you can make it like a slider. You could actually make this a slider if you wanted. So that's really fantastic. And then all of these, I mean, look how many dies you get. And these shapes are great. These are stitched. These have dots. And then you have this one right here. And then, of course, if you don't get the stamp, then the little pony or unicorn and the hippo and the lamb, all of those, you maybe necessarily wouldn't be able to use, but I'm totally fine with just getting the images. Let's see. Dawn said, I agree about the stamp set, but the dies are awesome. Yeah, and they're great. So even for that price, I was totally willing to get these dies. And as you guys know, most of the time with my shape dies, I invest in 2 sets of dies because of class when I'm prepping for class. And to be honest, you guys, I will probably buy another set of these dies, and then I'll probably get rid of all of these pieces and just keep the shapes. They're shapes that I'll keep forever. So that's just, what I'll probably do. So we're going to use that shape. And then we're using the flowers for every season. And that's where this piece came from. And then this is the wood grain set. And it is not World of Good. That's the, I forget, good. All that you do is good. Everything that you do is good. Always do good. Let's just look it up. Whew, I am falling down on the job today, you guys. This paper is called In Good Taste. I knew it had something to do with good. So I'm just using that wood grain and those. Okay, so let's get started putting this card together. I feel like I'm just chatting with you guys. Like I'm just yapping my mouth. So this is a piece of Bumblebee cardstock. I cut it at 4 1/4, and then we're just gonna fold that in half. And that's at 5 1/2, so that gives you a standard size card. A2 size card. I'm going to fold that. And then I did a bunch of rearranging in my not a bunch, like not a ton of rearranging, but I just swapped some things out, and then I organized all of the cubes that are behind me this week. I finally got around to sort of evaluating what was in them and what I wanted to be in them and where I wanted them to be. So that was really good. And I have the last of my organizational containers coming today. And I have so much space in this room that I have several things that are empty. But I did that. And so I kind of rearranged some stuff on my desk to work better. And I did a bunch of creating this weekend, which I have not done really since I reorganized this room. So it is amazing. This is the the little mini trimmer from Stampin' Up. I love it. I use it a lot in memory keeping, but I use it, you can see, in card making. This, if you are a demonstrator, you can actually get this. This is on the supply list. It is $10. It is exclusive to demonstrators to be able to purchase. And I love it. I actually am planning on purchasing a couple more to have on hand because I love it. Okay, so we have our standard card, and then I think I need to cut this too. So then this is a piece of Just Jade cardstock. I actually need my big trimmer. It just doesn't go to 6 inches. That's the only thing. And I need this to be 5 1/4. Oh, I would love to spend an afternoon crafting with you too, Daisy. Anywhere, actually, with any of you guys. I would actually love to be able to craft. Maybe it would be fun to set up a Zoom crafting day where we could sit and craft. I know it's not as fun as being actually together, all together like in a room, but maybe it would be fun. You guys should let me know if you're interested, because the best part about crafting is crafting with other people, right? So these pieces here, what I've done is I've just taken, they're 5 inches across and then they're 3 inches high. And so they're going to overlap a little bit. And for this one, I'm going to put the wood grain piece at the top, but I'm going to show you a card where it's flipped. So you could do this either way. It would look good. So here is the wood grain piece at the top. And then here is the floral piece at the bottom. And it overlaps quite a bit. You could trim this down. I just picked 3 inches and cut both pieces that way. And you could overlap them either way. You could have more of the wood grain showing or more of the floral piece showing. So now I have some of this Just Jade ribbon. So one of the things that I've always said that I love about Stampin' Up! Is the fact that you can get cardstock and ink and ribbon and all of the things, and they all coordinate. And that is actually, I need a pokey thing. I can't pick up with my nails. Okay, that's actually the thing that really drew me to Stampin' Up! Before I ever was doing this as a business. I was using the product because I loved the fact that everything coordinated. And I loved the fact that I could get the same color cardstock no matter what. Okay, so all I did was I taped it. And I have this thing about seams. I don't like when there's seams that show with the paper. So I always like to cover that up with ribbon or another piece of paper. If you don't have the ribbon, you could just do a really thin piece of Just Jade cardstock. And then you could add a button to this. And then all I did was take another little piece of the ribbon and I'm tying it, and it's gonna look like a bow. It's gonna be a fake bow. And that is a way to get it to look perfect, even if you're not great at tying bows. And the great thing is that the ribbon will still slide. So when we're looking at where we're gonna put our sentiment, if you didn't get it just in the right place, it'll slide. So now what I'm gonna do is trim this like so. And then let's stamp our sentiment. So we have our Just Jade ink. There's embossing powder, you guys. I keep like going like this and like moving things because there's embossing powder all over this mat from when I was crafting this weekend. And it's like grainy. Grainy, 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 grainy. Okay, if you're Last Man Standing fans, you'll get that reference. So let your faith be bigger than your fear. Okay. And then we're going to take some dimensionals. And this card is going to have a lot of dimension. And I know that I'm going to place this over the ribbon. So I'm just putting the dimensionals. I'm leaving a little slot for the ribbon. My kind of bow. That's what I'm saying, Daisy. It is already cute. Okay. So then we're going to put this here. This is a super, super simple card, you guys. You could mass produce this if you wanted. Okay. Now we're going to take some foam. I'm going to trim it down. Looks pretty good. And then I'm going to press this together. And then I thought I was just about out of snail refill, and I was like, oh, I'm almost through my snail, you know, I don't even know what word I'm trying to say. Through my snail. What word am I trying to say? Like my snail backups. And then I found a whole bunch this weekend. And I was like, oh no, I really stocked up. Like when they said discontinuing this item, I stocked up. Supply. Thank you. Oh, let me get this FedEx package. Hold on, guys. Hi, sir. Right here. Right here. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Sorry, guys. That was the last of my IKEA stuff. Supply. That's what the word I was looking for. Okay, so here's this. So the very last thing we're going to do, because you guys know that I can't stash. That's another great word. I can't do a card without adding some bling. And I am going through this little situation where I'm wanting more sequins, which is ridiculous, but I saw some mermaid sequins. And I'm just going to give you guys a sneak peek. Do you guys want a little sneak peek of a really pretty drawer? Let me just see if I can do this. Oh, I just dropped my punches. Okay, let's pick up this. Can you guys see this? Do you guys see all of the sequins? I don't need any more sequins. Like, sequence is the last thing I need, but I saw this rainbow sequence that was gorgeous, and then the sequence that came in the paper pumpkin kit this last month in June. Holy smokes, like, I just want more sequins. I want more sequins, and I want stencils. This is my newest kick, you guys. Sequins and stencils. Okay, so of course we're gonna add some sequins, and these are just some that I have on hand that I feel like match. What's the deal? Always with this situation. And I was on, I order my sequins from Simon Says Stamps.com. Simon Says Stamps.com. That's where I get my sequins. And I was on there, and I mean, I was going to order it. I was totally going to do it. And guess what? They were sold out. And I had a whole bunch of other stuff, other sequins picked out, and some stencils. This is really, really clogged, you guys. Let me see. I might just need to grab a new one. Wasting your guys' time trying to unclog the glue. There we go. It's still struggling, and it's all gonna like... Ouch. Poked myself. Okay. There we go. That's better. Well, it's not. It's still clogged, but it's gonna have to do. Okay, so then we'll just pick up the sequence. And these are really pretty. I love them. But the mermaid sequence I saw, holy smokes, they were gorgeous. Along with this like rainbow glitter situation. Ugh, I was just like, I was ready to go off the deep end with the add to cart button. Who has that moment where they're like, it's happening. happens more often for me when I'm struggling, you know, with anxiety or, you know, then I'm up. I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning last night and like, just like looking at like, oh, let's buy some glitter. Let's buy some, what happens, right? Okay, let me grab this. Wrong set. Oh, there it is. I need what, one more? Okay, one more little sequence. And then let me see, can I reorganize these at all? Yeah, I can. And you could do this with, you could do it with, let's see, what are those things called? They are called rhinestones. You could do them with pearls. You could do them with, Nuvo drops. The video that's going up on my website today, I use my Nuvo drops, which I haven't used in quite a while. So here is the one where the floral piece is up top. Oh, I know, that's hard, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that, Danielle. Yeah. I don't need to be doing it, quite honestly, but it's one of those things. When you see the pretty rainbow glitter and the mermaid sequence, how can you say no? So these are super, super easy, and you could do any sentiment that you had. I could have done You Got This. I just happen to like the way Let Your Faith Be Bigger Than Your Fear looks. And I feel like these are really great cards to have around because they, you know, can be used for lots of different things. So, and any designer paper as well. So I love that. Those are the kinds of cards that I really love making. You could recreate this with whatever you had on hand. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed hanging out today. I loved making this with you. I will be here on Friday for a creative project. I already have it created and ready to go. So I will share that on Friday. And then I'm just here all week, you guys. I feel like I'm finally creating in here and settling in. And it's the weather has been somewhat nice. It hasn't been horrible, so that's been nice. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to do like a Zoom crafty hangout or something. Like I love crafting with you guys and hanging out. So, oh, thanks so much, Danielle. That would be great. Yeah, and that's all memory keeping. And it does get pushed to this Facebook page, but it's not probably as noticeable or as in detail. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I will chat with you guys later this week.